Hello guys, Alpha Smurf back again. 大家好，陈兄又回来了。So this stream, I'll just talk about few main things. I will talk about Guild Showdown, how to manage your guild such that you will win Guild Showdown most of the time. As long as you have this knowledge, probably you're gonna win this Guild Showdown, unless the opposing guild, the gears is so much better than yours. Hello, Dung Dragon 420. How are you? So as you can see today, the timing when I stream this is a bit off from my usual schedule because today I'm a bit free. That's the reason why I stream this. So this stream I just talk about Guild Showdown. I'm not going to. It's no secret because I think it's good to share with you guys some knowledge about how to manage the guild, and so that as long as you are in a certain division that have no idea of the knowledge that I'm sharing with you now, probably you're gonna win this. Alright? At least with some reasonable gears, as well as the opposing guild not being too good. This is one thing. Alright? Then the next part, I will talk about some of my viewers' questions that was posted to me. I think over the past few weeks, I will just talk about some of them, as well as I will share some administrative stuff. Alright, without further ado, let me go through Guild Showdown. Hi, Alex Mattel. How are you? As you can hear, outside there's a lot of noise pollution, so it's a bit noisy out there. So just bear with me for a while. So I think before I go on to talk about Guild Showdown, I think it's important to put through certain information so that you understand what I meant. You know, for Guild Showdown, when you want to win this, right? You want to win this. Alright? One of the factors is the gears of your top 50 to 55 members. This is one thing. This one couldn't help it. As long as you join a good guild, they have good gears, you can win this. But the second factor that can actually helps a lot in terms of your Guild Showdown results is how you manage your guild, the arrangement and stuff like that. Because back then when I was in OCS, our guild was like 10 billion might, but we are able to win bigger guilds that are 20 over billion mites, although their gears is much better. But the thing is, based on certain arrangement, you could actually win them. Alright? So, you know, for the fundamentals first, you know, for better mechanics, it's always better to send a single troop type, assuming you are facing against a random kind of troops, random kind of opponent, which means there's an equal chance they send dual troops, triple troops, or any kind of troops. Is that the real M44 guys you beat? Yes, that is the M44. It's quite unfortunate because right in the top 8, they face up against us. So that's quite sad. Later I'll get back to that again. Okay, so this thing. You know, this thing, based on logic of guild mechanics, it's always better to send full range, full cavalry, full infantry, always one single troop type, because the squad damage is such that, let's say you have a focal, more density in just one troop type, the squad damage will be very exponential, because squad damage is always proportionate to the number of troops for that type and the heroes. Alright? So for example, let's say you split it up to maybe 2 infantry, 3 cavalry heroes. The squad damage will be quite bad because squad damage is always based on the number of troops, alright, divided by 4 times the number of heroes. So it's always better to have a very concentrated one single troop type with the at least 4 heroes to have maximized the squad damage. Alright, so bearing in mind of that, let's move on. This means that in actual fact, right, let's say you want to be to win a guild. First thing first, the way you send the arrangement lineup, you have to alternate it, which means let's say Ice, our main highest mic player, is in infantry. The next one in line should be what? It's very easy to know. Should be cavalry. It's always this order. After cavalry must be range. After range, infantry again. Do you know why that should be the way? So like, let's say the highest guild might is infantry. The next one will be cavalry in range. Infantry, cavalry range. It's always in this order. Because, let me give you a scenario. Let's say I'm this guy. Let's say Andy wife is in full range. Alright, let's say he's in full range. So, by and large, Andy wife will always win, most of the time will win better until he met up with the full infantry counted. Alright? So, bear in mind of that, right? Once Andy wife, who is full range, get counted, we have the next one in line, which is full cavalry, to counter back whoever who demolish Andy wife. So you must alternate in such a way that range, cavalry, infantry is always in this manner. Actually, this one, we understand that if we were to share this knowledge, there will be more competitors up against us in future, alright? But I believe that knowledge is something that we should share regardless of competition and stuff like that, alright? And this is not really a secret from my guild, because back then in my guild, hi Albert Games, hi Chan Junjie, ni hao. Yes, you finally caught me streaming. Okay, so back then in my guild, in my last guild, OCS guild, alright, I kind of figured out that that was the best way already, which means you have to alternate your guilds, your lineup such that full infantry, followed by full cavalry, downwards based on the highest might rankings and downwards accordingly, such that you will counter back whoever that countered you previously. That's the way how you send your troops. So now comes the important part. You know some guilds that are not organized, when how to send the troops, you need one main person to be the in charge, to be the one to liaise with all of them and check out their might and put up a position, say you do this, alright, you do this. So back then in my guild, I shall not keep this as a secret anymore. Let me share this. I think back then, 3 months ago when I was in this guild, OCS, I figured that this is the most important thing. So the way to do it, right, is you look at the ranking of your guild and allocate them accordingly. But first of all, you must be the main one of the R4, or maybe ask the R4 and say that, can you arrange this, so that you can help your guild in some sense. So you send out reminders asking them to do this, and you just arrange them accordingly. Maybe this guy infantry, this guy cavalry, this guy's range, stuff like that. So as long as they are set in this manner, at least for the top 20, let's say most of them couldn't fulfill that because they don't have enough troop type for that, at least you can dominate whatever guild showdown as long as they don't have this knowledge of arranging in a certain manner. Alright? So without further ado, let me go through our guild showdown. But before that, let me go through some of the famous competitors. The first competitor we have over here is WDG. You know WDG? WDG was the one that shows, if you watch YouTube's videos, WDG actually shows like a few months, 2 months ago they won like Baron Wars. They are no pushover guilds. They have 47 billion might. Hi Pirate Force. How are you? I think I've streamed at a timing that those people who seldom caught me managed to caught me this time. Because today, I'm free. That's the reason why I started streaming. Okay, this WDG, they won the Baron War 2 months ago. 2 months ago. As you can see, their gears is really very good. It's no pushover at all. Alright. This was one of our competitors in our bracket. Not against us, but as in the whole bracket over here. Yes, I'm much better today because today is Friday. Whenever it's Friday, it brightens up my day, man. So WG is the first competitor, right, in this whole top 16 battle, alright, in this bracket. The next important competitor I would like to bring out is M plus MM. Alright, let me just briefly show you what is plus MM guild about. Plus MM is another 43 billion might guild. They are the one of the, I think it's quite a new guild. I don't know, because they focus on monster hunting to get loots, and their gears, obviously, is no pushover as well. Hey Alpha, a quick question: if you're not a rally leader, does it make sense to invest in gears jewels? Actually, it depends. Because you'll never know when you'll be a rally leader. Because it all depends on a lot of factors. One of the main factors is your guild, whether they will rely on you as a rally leader. Alright. Second factor is whether you want to be a rally leader or not. Because back then in OCS, my previous guild, I was the main rally leader. I was one of the main top 3 main rally leaders in my guild. Because we are a small guild, 10 billion might. So even for my gears that is kind of average, I end up being a rally leader. So I would suggest, based on what you want, whether you are satisfied being someone to just send troops only, or you want to be a potential decent rally leader. Alright? Though to be a rally leader, it depends. Because for me, I can be a rally leader, but obviously I'm not the best rally leader. In fact, I'm one of the mid-tier rally leader in my guild. Because in my guild, the best rally leader is this guy. Ice is the best rally. He got full champ gear and 11k heroes. No one can beat this guy because, you know, full champ, assuming there's no luck chance factors inside. The cost of a full champ set is 100k USD, assuming there's 0 chance in getting your Crimson main for 1 set. So 3 sets is around like 300k USD. That's how expensive it is to be one of the best top-notch rally leader. So it depends. But I would suggest for you to invest a bit in the game. So first thing first. Get Trickster to max level. Alright? Because back then I already researched, if let's say you gather enough holy stars, you can actually convert them into ultra rares very easily. Alright? Because I already did research about this many times and I showcased to you guys many times. Like, based on holy stars, every 113k holy stars you get 11 blue ultra rares. So if you put them into numbers, if you collate enough holy stars, you can actually max out most of your monster hunting gears. So at least if you max out all the monster hunting gears you have over here, you can be a decent rally leaders. So things like that, you no need to invest so much. Is my guild used to be SG? No. My guild used to be an international guild. OCS. This guild. Back then I was in OCS. Alright. It's an international guild. So I actually explain stuff like that. Because when you are in a guild and you try to help them, it's very important to send stupid long email to let them understand what is the mechanics about, because most of them, nearly 80% of them, will not be aware of troops mechanics, and they'll send wrong troops, all this kind of thing. So that was back then. Few months back, I sent this kind of email to teach them, as well as allocate stuff like that. Who will be infantry, who will be cavalry, who will be range, accordingly. Alright, this is one important thing. So let's go back to the topic of Guild Showdown. Just now we sidetracked a bit. Just now I introduced about M4, M++, plus MM, which is a full monster hunting guild. They have 43 billion might, which is very good. Alright. The next one I will intro is the infamous M44. M44. You know, M44 is the very infamous one. I think the first few rally traps we know about in Lord's Mobile history. They are, I think, the first few people who started off with rally traps. Alright? If you remember the videos about rally trap, this video. So you remember this video? Not sure you're able to see. So back then, let's go back then in the history. At least how many months back? This is a video by Sneaky Tashi. That was like October 29, 2017. And this went public about M44 being the best rally trap, one of the infamous rally trap back then. That was how many months ago? 6 months ago. Let's recap on some main parts of a rally trap. So basically, Love 08, right, was the rally trap, the M44 rally trap, and he faced up a rally against PK Uti with 11k heroes, as well as max gold champ, as well as Hero. It's also 11k heroes with gold champ. In fact, Hero even has what? A Baron title. Alright, even has Baron title as well. So let's fast forward because I'm not gonna go through so much of details about this. So long story short, M44 rally trap ate up the whole 2 rallies, because if you fast forward to here, let's fast forward to here, you will see that PK Uti and Hero, one of the 2 best rally leaders in the whole game back then, 6 months ago, totally got trapped. And this M44 was the one who trapped them. The infamous rally trap. Alright, this is long story short. Let's get back to here. So, in our Guild Showdown, we face up against some important players over here, which is M44, WDG, who won the Baron War, and M+MM, who is one of the top 4 finalists for this whole bracket. All of them are above 40 billion might. Alright, maybe M44 is slightly lesser because they are rally traps, but M44 is quite unfortunate because in the top 8 they face up against us. So I shall not go into so much details of all the battle mechanics over here. So in short, there's 2 things. First thing, if let's say there's no guild, there's no leaders or no R4 who are going to manage who to send what and what, that will be difficult. You need to have someone to be the one initiating stuff like who to send troops based on the might ranking. So let me reiterate this once again for the benefit of those who just came in. So go to might ranking. Let's say Ice is the top might player. Let's say his best gear is infantry. Ice will be infantry. SG Warriot will be in range. Sorry, in cavalry. Alright? Cavalry. Reason being is because, let's say, SG Warriot in cavalry, losses the battle. Most probably it's because he got countered. Because full cavalry means the only way to lose is either you face up a very strong range. Alright? So in that case, will guarantee you not losing 2 in a row. Because if let's say our full cavalry over our rank number 2 losses, lose the battle, Ice being a full infantry will definitely win the next one. That's how it goes. If you get 0, should you quit? No. No. You know I got 0 few times. I got 0 like few months ago, and I'm back then. I zeroed everything, but I managed to rebuild all my troops again. So it's about you can build up your troops. You just take time. Alright? You just take time. Alright, so let's get back to here again. So I already mentioned about Showdown, how to send your troops, and without further ado, let me share just our main battle. Final battle, M plus MM O A O. Let's sit back and relax. So along the way, if you have any question, just ask me. So after this, I will showcase some questions posted by my viewers who privately messaged me. So I just take this opportunity to address all of them. Not all of them, at least some important ones that I think I can just address on the stream. Because it's much easier for me to showcase you the numbers over here rather than privately message you, because I'm not good in messaging long stories, and I'm not sure whether you get it, but at least in a video it's more clear and showcase to you what is really happening. Oh, look at it, Jingfeng. He won 3 in a row. 4 in a row! Wow. Well done. Stop here for a moment. Stop here for a moment. Hi, Sunburn Sam. How are you? How are you? Do you know why? Do you know why Jingfeng keep winning? First thing, he has good gears. Second thing, he is smart and he knows that sending one single troop type is always better than sending dual troop types, unless it's a dual troop type or triple troop type that is counted against whatever Jingfeng is sending over here, which is full infantry. Alright, so by and large you have to bear this in mind. Sending dual troop type or mixed troop type is not good, especially for Guild Showdown. Always send single troop type. That's the reason why we keep winning so far. 5 in a row. You see, it's always like, if we were to lose one, stop here. Rock my donkey, just lost it. Alright? Although he sent full infantry, he lost this battle. So most probably, I haven't even seen this guy gears. Probably the reason why he lost this battle is because he faced up against a full cavalry. Let me see if I'm right. There you go. That's the reason why he lost. It's not because his gear sucks, okay? So, let's move on. The fact that he lost full cavalry, what is the best follow-up to counter back who won Rock My Donkey over here, which is our guild members. the best way is to send full infantry to counter back whoever who want us. Alright, so let's see whether this is in full range. Alright, this one by right should be full range, but I think there's some issues over here. But even so, the fact that it's changed to full cavalry, it kind of secures us a next victory, because full cavalry won't get countered by full cavalry. It's an equal 1-to-1 trade-off. Oh, sorry. Bad example. There you go. There you go. So, the next one, as long as a full range, it will definitely win back whoever who counter us back then. So it will guarantee us not losing more than 2 times in a row. So this is the basis of how we arrange in certain manner. So it's always, in terms of guild ranking, it's always range, it's always in a certain order. So you know what I meant. So based on ranking, arrange in a certain manner so that you can counter back whoever to counter you previously. So does 375 KT3 range beat 375 KT4 cavalry? Well, it all depends. It all depends. I couldn't give you a direct answer here, because what we know so far from mechanics and stats, we understand that T4 is 2.5 times better than T3 in terms of infantry. In terms of all the stats, your attack, health, defense, it's a linear curve. T4 better than T3, better than T2, better than T1. So it's 2.5 times for each of them. But in terms of counter, I think there's some testing done as well. It's close to a range of 2 to 3, but I couldn't give you a definite answer for now. So glad that you pointed this out. Going forward, probably I'm going to do a very thorough research of how much exactly better is a counter against troops. From then I can give you an answer. I'm not going to randomly state the numbers over here if I have yet to do a homework. But from now, I know the range is around 2 to 3 based on counter basis. So by and large, 375 T3 probably will win 375k T4 cavalry. Bearing in mind that everything remains the same. Same gears, same troop type, same, the feelings about the same, everything about the same. I don't know yet. Yes! SG Stoner send 1 troop. 帮罪吗? 放水. Or he cock up. I don't know. Quite funny, right? Send 1 troop. Oh, I have... Okay. Let's stop here for a moment. See this guy? This guy. He won SG Blue Bones, who sent full range. Because, obviously, in this setup, he has a lot of infantry here. So probably he got countered, especially for infantry feelings over here. That's the reason why SG Blue Bones lost. But bearing in mind that we always send alternate troops, full range here, as long as my next troop type is slightly different, right? Full infantry, I believe that I will win this guy. Alright, no doubt my gear sucks. My gear is not very good. Let's see whether it's true. Confirm win lah. Partly because he's lesser troop now. So, yep, that's it. So, let's fast forward a bit because I'm not going to go through so much details about this. I go through the main points really. In the next part of this stream, I will talk about some of the viewers' questions that's posted to me. Alright. So long story short, we won this. Hi, may I ask if I'm playing infantry range, what's the troops and hero ratio should I send? Well, I remember back then in my OCS guild, my previous guild, they also have this issue of not having enough 375k troops to send a single troop type. So what I suggest is just send whatever best troops that suits you. Let's say your infantry range that's you have a heavy infantry range, then just send accordingly. There's no specific ratio, there's no answer for that actually. But let's say you have enough troops type for a single troop type, you should always send one main single troop type. 375k troops or infantry, or all of them range. Alright, let's say you're not enough, just split them accordingly. Right, it doesn't matter. 080, most of us are 新加坡人. Yes, most of us are Singaporeans. Alright, so we won plus MM. I think most of the Guild Showdown we won based on the logic over here. And I know after I share these videos, most of you will have this knowledge and will be competitors against us. But even so, I believe knowledge is something that we should share. Alright, regardless of competition, and as well as me showcasing different guilds over here. Even some advertisement to other guilds is fine. It's fine. Because with competition, this whole game will grow. Alright? I always believe that. Rather than be someone that's so dominating, always be the emperor, always be the baron title. When there's no competition in this game, it will be fucking boring. Alright? So that's how we will want this. So next part of the stream. Chan Junjie, from your name I kinda know that you are a Singaporean. Lin Junjie, Chan Junjie, 全部是新加坡人. With such content, I don't understand why you so feel sarcastic. You know why? Because my streaming time is so irregular. I work 80 hours a week. Sorry. Yeah, 80 hours a week. And I hardly stream. Like back then, I streamed like once a week. Stuff like that. And I just started streaming actively like from 1 month plus back. Yeah, that is it. And my streaming hours is always very off. Except for today. Yes, and not many people know about me, so it's fine. I don't really care so much about this for now. I just want to share as much knowledge as I could to all of you guys. Okay. Questions. Can you teach me more about Rally Trap? Love your videos. Thank you. I think I've gone through a lot of things about Rally Trap, so anything, you just do a shout out in my stream. I will educate you guys accordingly. Okay, this question. I have been watching your videos for quite some time. I just want to run a question by you regarding tanking and rally. Will you be able to successfully defend with the following troop composition? 700k each infantry archer, cavalry T4. 500k T3, 3 million T3. Okay. Let's put this in numbers. Need to market him. Awesome content. Thank you, Sunburn Sam. I'm honored. Thanks so much. You know, partly it's because my videos are always like live stream and it's very long. It's 1 hour. So for new viewers out there, when they see videos that are like 1 hour plus, they think it's too lengthy and they want to get to the main points. They won't really watch my videos, to be honest, because most of my videos are live stream. Hi, thanks Ice for subscribing. And thanks Jonas for donating. You are the top donator, man. Any small amount is appreciated, but actually it's not needed. Alright, so back to this question. So 700k T3, let's put them in numbers, just to help this guy who asked me this question. Let's go back to troop guide. Okay. So you have 700k T4 for all of them, correct? Let's push down a bit. And you have 500k T3. I think what it meant is 500k infantry, range, cavalry. .1 range, as well as 120000. Oh, I live in the Serangoon area, man. Alright, 2 million T2s, archer. Wow, outside got Galanguni, so noisy now. Alright, so 2 million archers and cavalry. And 2 million T1s and cavalry. Sorry if I share this guy online, but I believe I have to show this online so that I can straightaway address your questions. So based on whatever troop count you suggested to me, oh my god, thank you Sunburn Sam, thanks for donation. Actually it's really not needed. I just do this for the sake of the community, and I just want to educate you guys certain things. Thanks so much. Thank you. So the next thing is about this. He mentioned about this thing, right? With infantry as reinforcement. This means this. Let me put this in. I think here is a bit. I know what. Let me just. Let me just add some columns over here, so that I can show something more relevant. Thank you. Really appreciate it. This is a bit cheap, so just bear with me for a while. Wait. Ah, I know what. This times this. Okay. This is how it is. Let me go through. Your question. With this troop count, let's say you want to defend against rally. Actually, it's quite a decent troop breakdown to defend against any rally attacks, because with the correct reinforcement over here, 500k frontline is very good, because assuming you have 1 million reinforcement over here, the percentage of damage taken on your side will be only 33%, which means with 1 million reinforcement and your own frontline is only 500k, you take up 33% of total frontline, which means all the damage you taken over here, right, is only splitting 33% to your infirmary space. So assuming a damage of like 900k, stuff like that, you only get wounded 166. It's not so bad with full reinforcement. So let me explain in details what I meant by this. Let's say for this, I'm using a Baron War example. So let's say for Ice versus J and I, alright, our side, there's 593 losses. Their side has 722 losses, which means for our side over here, this is the numbers we consider, because this is the losses we had, right? So this will be 593,000, correct? So you have infantry frontline, which means with a reinforcements of 1 million, your wounded will only be 166k. So this means that you just need around like 5 infirmary to actually tank all of them with zero rates. Because from your anti frontline and frontline strength I compute over here, it's very good. It's very good. 37 million frontline strength. That's range frontline, sorry. This is range frontline. So now your frontline should be all the infantry troops over here, correct? Yes. And your anti-frontline, since it's a range feelings, your anti-range should be all the range. And anti-frontline will be all the range. That is very good. Which means your frontline strength is around 40 million, and your anti-frontline is 37 million. So with enough infantry frontline, you can tank so much hits. Alright? Just push up the numbers. Let's say you go up against a full gold tram gears. Probably your losses will be around like 1.5 million to be reasonable. I have no idea how much losses you incur, but I just use this as a basis of checking out whether you can tank a lot of hits. I'm sorry, I used the wrong formula. This should be the one. Alright, so the total wounded will be the percentage times whatever damage you have, which is this amount, losses over here. Alright, so if you face against gold champ gears, it's a bit dangerous because you have 500k wounded or killed. This is the dangerous part, which means you need to have at least 9 to 10 infirmary for you to be in a safe zone for you not having any raids at all. Let's say you have 6 infirmary, you probably will have around 100 plus to 200k raid dates. So just bear that in mind. So let's say you face up gold champ gears, probably you have the shield. But let's say you face up against normal gears, purple champ, blue champ, or monster hunting, those different kind of monster gears, just tank the hits because the damage won't be that bad. You'll be around 800k, you can tank all the hits. Alright, so this is my question for you. So I think I have addressed one important question. I'll keep this stream short, alright, because I have to go somewhere else soon. Alright, so before I end the stream, let me share with you something. You know, previously I maxed out this familiar, and just now I maxed out this Gold Digger familiar. You know, this two familiar is one of the best familiar for most of free-to-play player, because in the long run, Gold as well as Holy Stars. Holy Star is the most important one. Gold is also one of the main important ones that you should have. So please, for you guys, please start maxing out. And just bear in mind, I am not a heavy pay-to-play player. Nowadays, I spend less than $10 a week or less than $50 a month in this game. My spending is always only on the hero packs. Even this 30-day supply pack, I don't buy them at all now. I don't buy this. Crown jewels, you should buy until you reach the point whereby most of them are gold jewels. This is the only one, but I already reached the point all my jewels are gold. At least 90% of them are gold, so I will stop them for a moment. Alright, let's say you're still a long way to go. Buy jewels pack, because jewels pack I have computed is one of the most value for money packs, because jewels are quite expensive, to be honest. I don't care about this, I don't care about this. I only buy stuff like that. Master Cook, just buy them. I buy all the hero packs, the $5 packs. Alright, so if you have a correct setup of 2 gyms, alright, I mentioned this a lot of times before. 2 gyms is very important because the advantage of having 1 additional gym is not only 20%. It's not only 20%. The effective bonus is actually way more than that. Way more than that. Because about the idea of splitting your heroes in this manner, and bearing in mind of the exponential increase in terms of experience gain. I've gone through this a few times before. Let's see if I have it over here. Alright, so let's say if you split up your heroes in a certain manner, because we have 41 heroes, right? So if you split up 41 heroes to train one familiar, the experience gain per hour is only this. So long story short, 21-20 is the best. That's the reason why 2 gyms is good. That's the reason why I can push up my levels so fast, as well as max out my all this to max level. Oh yeah, one important thing is I forget to share with you guys. You know, when you start training, for the benefit of this, I just stop here. You know, when you start training any heroes above here, right? The experience gains that is granted to a random skill, it sounds good, right? It sounds very good. But in actual fact, the experience gain from this random skill is very little. It's very little. Because like, I actually checked, like, the experience gain from like feel a bit here is very negligible as compared to the fragments you're gonna spend accordingly over here. Right? The fragments increase the experience so much more as compared to you trying to level up your skill using this method. Alright? Just bear this in mind. So your priority should always be leveling only them to level 60. Alright? Just level them to level 60 and use the fragments to level the skill. This should be the way going forward, alright? So I just noticed about this recently. So you should not do this because you see the experience gain is ridiculous. Nothing special. So should always use to level up your familiar to level 60. Alright, I think I got through a lot of things. So with that, I will end the stream. 谢谢收看我的频道 and Sunburn Sand, thanks so much for your donation. I really appreciate it. Alright, I really appreciate it. Alright, with that, goodbye, good luck guys. Bye.